What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm very excited. Today we are going to be going ahead and shopping my stash. In this shop my stash, I attempt to show you guys me actually pulling the makeup out. I don't know how well that footage came out, so that footage may be drastically sped up. If not, just take it out completely, and then I give you guys an overhead aerial shot of like all of the makeup, and I talk to you guys about them, why they're in the shop my stash, and then I kind of semi quickly, not so quickly, put this eye look on, and of course all the makeup as well. I will of course have down below all of the items that are specifically on my face today in the event that you care about that, but otherwise that's all I got. So let's get into the shopping of my stash.
Santa Claus is a black man and his handsome, like my daddy too. Santa Claus is a black man. Santa Claus is a black man, and I found out. That's why I'm telling you.
Alrighty guys, so I'm not sure if I've actually shown you guys this new setup. I believe I did at one point, but it's kind of morphed a little bit more. But as I said in the intro, I've been really into just shopping my stash, and so that's what I'm gonna be doing for right now. I'm gonna just go through and just pick a bunch of things, but I figured it'd be really cool to not only show you guys me actually doing it, but also then to do a look in the end, and that will be of course the look that you guys saw in the intro. Up top is new makeup. This is actually for a project pan. This is new makeup as well. Everything down here is makeup that's already been tested, reviewed, all of that stuff for my channel. And I also have another box of like in between finalizing my thoughts. And then I have another section in my actual desk where I film that has my project pan, because right now I am still project panning for the last couple of days of the year. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of pull some things. I've been really enjoying my collection and declutter series this year, and it's really showed me there are quite a few things that I really enjoy from my collection, and I just haven't been able to play with because I've been focusing on certain products. So let me stop rambling. Let's find some new goodies to play with.
Celebrate your heart,
So because I don't have an aesthetic situation when it comes to shopping my stash or anything like that, and even storage wise, my bin is quite mucky because I've had this for years and it's fabric inside. I'm not going to show you the bin at all, but I figured it might be kind of useful to show you guys the items. I like when I watch Shop My Stash and people show the items. So I'm going to do my absolute best to kind of group them based on category, but I, like always, am all over the place, so there may be some things that are kind of not grouped together. For argument's sake, I am just going to say that all of my project pan items are also going to be in this rotation because I am still working on those, but kind of technically they won't be. Okay, so let me see if I can group all of the primers together and I can kind of talk to you guys about them. So I only shopped my stash for 2 primers. This one, I don't believe I've even tried to date, or if I did, it was once. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. So I definitely want to go ahead and try this. I've heard nothing but great things about this particular primer. The other one, I've already tested out, reviewed all of that, and I just want to get more use out of it. And I think this would be a great primer for the winter and just all year round. But since I haven't gotten much use out of it since I tested it out, I did just want to go ahead and put it in this rotation. And like I said, I'm just going to put these in that dirty bin and hopefully I'll like shop through that until potentially another option is made available for me. Okay, so for foundations, I have 2 foundations that I really wanted to highlight in this rotation, and they're the 2 kind of tubey foundations. I think that these would be great for like everyday wear, and as I'm finding, I'm having difficulty honestly getting a lot more use out of some of these products. I figured these would be some that I really don't want to go to waste. This one is a BB cream, so it has quite full coverage, so that's why I chose this. And this I felt like has a little bit more medium to light coverage, and so I get kind of the best of both worlds. These are also foundations that I don't think are terrible to actually apply with your hands, so because I'm always in a rush lately, this type of product could be very useful for me in my everyday wear. I technically do not I do not wear makeup every day, but I just felt like these would be kind of easy go-to foundations or base products to start off my looks, especially like right now in the midst of Swagmas, where I really don't have a lot of time to maybe get my base together before I start my look. Having these types of products in my particular Shop My Stash could be very, very helpful. So these are going in. I do have a few concealer type products, and these are all going in for various reasons. This is going to be the most full coverage, and this is from CoverGirl. This is in the shade Natural Tan. It is actually quite light, and so because I am kind of my quote-unquote lightest during the winter, I figured this is where I could really crank in some use on this particular product. This is a Charlotte Tilbury test sample. I got this for free, but I would love to use my sample before it runs out, or not runs out, expires. And then lastly, for something that won't give me a whole lot of coverage and that could work for that lighter Tula foundation, I figured I would use this. This is my Sigma Concealer Corrector Set, and this is dark to deep. Once again, for powder, I really just wanted to dive into 2 powders that I actually really enjoy. I just don't get a lot of use out of. The Dior one is their Backstage line in the shade 7N. This one is from NYX. It is their High Glass, and I believe dark or deep or something to that effect. It's deep. I like both of these products. This one I think will work really nicely in the winter, as long as I remember to really only apply it on the outer perimeter of my face. And this one I think just overall will be good, and because I am considering really targeting this in this upcoming year, I really wanted to kind of get some use out of it in this last month or so, and the rest of the months when it comes to the winter time. Alrighty, so I have a lot, and I do mean a lot of cheek products. So let's just group the bronzers together and then we'll kind of do it that way. Oh, there's one more powder. This powder, I just need to get my final thoughts on. This is actually technically a powder foundation from Essence in the shade Espresso. And like I said, I just need to get my thoughts on this so I can review it. So that's why it's going in this rotation. Okay, now for real, let's go to the bronzers. Oh, I forgot a primer. This is from Merit. This is their Glass Skin or Great Skin. This was sent to me. I use this as a primer. I intended to talk about this during that period of the video. I just need to get some final thoughts on this. I'm starting to gain them, but I figured this would really help me to target this particular product in a more timely manner. Okay, so not all that many bronzers, but still quite a few bronzers. Like I said, I will still be targeting my Project Pan bronzers. As for creams, I only have two. I have this one from Tower 28 and it is in Pacific Coast. By now you guys have seen my bronzer declutter, so you know that this is the only bronzer from the two that I kept from the brand. So I want to see it in action, really get some use out of it and see if it was really warranted to stay in my collection. The other one I actually recently picked up from Merit Beauty, and if you did want a discount code or like a to support me, I do have a kind of affiliate situation with this brand and it is down below in all of my videos. Anyways, this is their bronzer stick in Monarch. This is the darkest shade and I haven't really used it. I've swatched it once, but I haven't used it. So I definitely want to, of course, use it and then gather my thoughts on this particular product. So these are the two creams. Then as for the powder bronzers, I have this trio from Alamar Cosmetics and this is in their deep to dark. I really enjoy these two powders and this one as well, so I figured this could be a really good product to get some use out of, and this gives you a more satiny finish, which I love. This is a Morphe bronzer that I was reminded I love, so I do want to get some use out of her. And then this is actually a Makeup Revolution bronzer that I truly enjoy. And so yeah, my collection and declutter videos have really been helping me remind me of what I have, and I really do enjoy these products, so I want to get some more use out of them now. I believe that's all of my bronzers. Let's go into blushes. There are quite a few blushes per usual, so please bear with me. Okay, so I believe these are all of the blushes that I have. There are both cream and powders in this combination. Let's go ahead and start off with both of the face palettes. This one is the Natasha Denona Bloom face palette, and I just really thought this would be beautiful for this time of year. A nice kind of strawberry raspberry type tone on the cheeks with their respective highlighters. I think this would be great for right now. I also have the Tower 28 cream blush in Happy Hour. I really enjoyed the fact that these have dried out, and so I really want to get some use out of them now before they're completely dried and I can't get any use out of it. I also found this in my to be try to test out like bin, and I completely forgot about this, so I want to get some use out of this and figure out how I feel. Recently I tried this for the first time. This is from Huda Beauty. I picked this up during their Black Friday sale in Burning Cherry. Really enjoyed first application, but I do want to kind of get more thoughts on this particular product. This was sent to me from Merit, and this is in Cheeky. This is their cream blush, so I definitely want to get some more thoughts on that for you all. And then my last kind of cream product, although it's cream and powder, and I definitely said I was doing the face palettes first. Forgive me. This is in the shade Firestarter. Yep, Firestarter. And this is what she looks like. In it, you of course get a cream and two powders with different finishes. So that's why I really was interested in picking this up. Very excited to try this and learn more about One Size. I haven't tried much from the brand, and I do want to kind of maybe keep this brand on my radar. So really excited for that. Then I have quite a few powder blushes as well. This one from MAC is Flirting with Danger. Absolutely love this formula and this tone. So I think this could be great for winter. I also have this beautiful rosy shade that I love, which is in Rosy Cheeks, because it gives you rosy cheeks. Then we have this Nabla glowy blush that is in adults only. This is more of a red tone, but it's fantastic. And I do think it's a beautiful like blush topper type shade. This is the face palette or blush palette from Alamar. I figured since I was doing the bronzer, I might as well get some use out of the blush palette as well. And then I have these two blushes from House Labs. Now this is their old branding, so it's probably not relevant for you all, but it's relevant for me to see if I actually want to keep these in my collection. So that's truly why I am getting some use out of these, hopefully to see if I remember correctly, this didn't show up and this one does, but I do need to retest them out because it's been so long since I got my first impressions. Okay, let's go into highlighter. I went a little highlighter crazy as well. So we have quite a few to talk about. Okay, so these are all the highlighters that we need to talk about. Let's get this one out the way because it's going to be the most reflective. This is from MAC. This is their holiday collection. I want to say like 5 years ago, and this is in Snow Flushed. I love this highlighter. I don't get much use out of it anymore because it's just one of those coveted products, but I'm trying to use what I have, not covet it. So this is going to be in this rotation. I also have this highlighter duo from Pixi. I really loved this, particularly for this shade. This was the one that worked for me. This one was just quite a bit icy for me, and this is in Subtle Sunrise, so I'm really excited to get some more use out of that. These two were highlighters that I got so much use out of when they joined my collection. These are both collaborations with Dose of Colors and influencers, and I was reminded of them in my collection video, so I wanted to go ahead and actually get some more use out of them because I stopped myself from like really going in. I stopped myself from really going in originally, and I do want to go ahead and actually give both of these products some decent use now. Okay, two highlighters that I figured why not. They're both from Oden's Eye. I could have sworn I only put in the yellow one, but I guess I figured might as well put them both in. I just think these are really pretty, and I think because they have a cooler undertone, even though they're both warm at the same time, they'd be really great for the winter. And then the last one is a new baby that I picked up, and this is the Fantasia highlighter from One Size. I don't know what it was, but somehow I got mesmerized into picking this up, and so yeah, I'm very excited. Hopefully it works for me. I didn't even swatch it in store, which is dumb of me, but you know, you live once. So there's that. Very excited to play with this though. Okay, we're getting into the weeds. Let's go ahead and do eyeshadow type products, including single shadows, because I did get some single shadows. Okay, not that many in this rotation. I really kind of wanted to curate it very nicely. There are 3 palettes that I've already shown you guys on my channel. The 2 Oden's Eyes palettes, I was gonna do extra looks during Swagmas, but these are literally like completely sold out and never coming back, so I don't think it would be useful for you all, but if you do, please let me know. Also, I got this Too Faced chocolate palette. I just want to get some more thoughts. I enjoyed my first look, but I definitely need to try it more than once. And then this is a new baby to my collection. This is the Soft Glam from ABH. This is the mini, and I was able to kind of tell myself I didn't need the full size, but I couldn't stop myself from the mini. So very excited for this, and this is my first time that I bought from ABH in quite a few years, so very exciting. I also decided to use some of my, hopefully, single shadows that I've been hoarding. This one is Major Win, and this one is Joy 2. These are both very flaky shadows from MAC that I have held on for a very long time, claiming that I would get use out of them, and I never do. So I'm hoping that I will get good amount of use from them this rotation. And then lastly, this was actually in a Project Pan this year. Didn't get too much use out of it, but I want to get some more. So this is from ColourPop. This is in the shade Let Me Pass. This is the only Super Shock that I kept because it was such a unique and interesting texture and shade. So there is that, and that's all for eyes. No, just kidding. I also have this really, really small palette from Natasha Denona. Neutrals again. I've just been really into the neutrals, guys. So that's where it's at when it comes to eyes. Okay, so let's get lips out of the way and then we will do kind of random products. Actually, this is an eye product. This is from Half Magic. Oh no, this is lip cream. Okay, so this is a lip product. So these are all lip products. Let's go ahead and start off with this Half Magic because I've already talked about it. This is a lip cream in the shade Mouth Cloud. I believe this is like a brownie shade. That's why I picked it up. I literally haven't even touched it, so I definitely need to get on that. And I'm excited. Hopefully the formula is really, really good. I also picked up the cooler tone of the two cloud paints from Kaledios. This is in Cold Smoke. Very, very excited to get some use out of that during the winter season. I decided to pull out a brownie lip liner because I don't have one in my project pan and I would enjoy to go back to that. This is a lighter shade. It actually is quite light. I can get away with it, but I prefer trying to get away with it during the winter than the summer. So that's why that is there. I also have these three lip colors. This one is from Makeup by Mario in Mocha Glow. This one is from Charlotte Tilbury in Walk of No Shame. Let me show you the shade. This is a matte formula, by the way. The Makeup by Mario is actually a Baume, and I can't roll it up because then I have to use the product. So there's that. And then last is from, what is this? This is from Oden's Eye, and this is in Little Jasmine. This is like their equivalent of a nudie, like lip gloss type situation. So I figured that would be interesting to kind of add to the mix. And this might work really, really well with the Charlotte Tilbury lip product. And then last but certainly not least, in my Shop My Stash, I decided to pull out a new brow pomade from Merit. I figured this has been waiting in the wind for me to finish my e.l.f. one, not my e.l.f., my NYX one. And so I figured on some days where I don't really want to do too much with my brows, this could be very, very useful. And then also the Benefit, the Porefessional Super Setting Spray. I just need to get my thoughts on this. I've tried it once or twice, but not a whole lot. So yeah. Sorry, I hope this wasn't too long of a period of time, but now we're going to just go ahead and jump into me doing the tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I apologize for this. So yeah, let's get to it. So I did go ahead and just pull out a face-worthy amount of products so that we can just kind of roll with those. First, I'm going to go ahead and try the Porefessional Light Primer. And I figured while I'm doing this, I could also just kind of do a very, very small get ready with me. It's going to be all about the look, but I figured I could talk about how Swagmas is going for me so far this year. If I'm accurate, I'm almost at halfway. Yeah, it is the 14th. And so we're almost halfway through the month of December, and it's been a rough Swagmas for me. I've been extremely busy with school, and although I've been busy with school in previous Swagmases before, because I started my channel pretty much right around the time that I actually started my previous degree program, this just seems a lot more hectic because I'm not only going to school, I'm also working in a retail job and then another job as well. And so it just seems a bit more exhausting than my other situation was. Plus, my other job was honestly, it was so much easier. So much easier. I didn't really have to do much. So yeah, I don't know if this is going to work for me. At least right now, it looks a little off to me, at least to the center of my face. Maybe the center of my face still has a bit of a tan. No, I think in the camera it's coming together. So yeah, I'm just exhausted. Like tonight I'm filming for today's video and it's already almost 8. So pretty much the rest of my night is going to be editing, uploading, getting this video up technically before midnight. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like irritated that I'm doing this, but it's tiring, right? That's why I was trying my hardest to get some videos filmed before the official beginning time. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to get as many videos as I thought. And you know, that happens. Also, it's been a lot juggling, you know, retail in general right around this time period. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. And I have so many ideas. I mean, the ideas are just flowing. And you should see my like little notes section in my phone for like what I tell myself I need to film whatever day I want to film. It is like so many of the notes are like overdue because I haven't done them. And you know, there's so many different things that I want to do. I want to try the like frozen girl look situation that's been like going around, that's very viral, because I haven't seen it on anybody of my skin tone. Granted, I don't really do makeup talk or whatever they call it, like the beauty industry on TikTok. I really don't look at that, so I wouldn't know if like anybody on that platform has done it that is my skin tone. But I would love to do that. I would love to like showcase my favorites and fails for beauty in general throughout the year. I feel like I have a lot of like general beauty favorites and a lot of general beauty well, not a lot, but a handful of general beauty fails and all of this. But like, where do I find the time? I have to find the time to sit down to do this. Now, thankfully, things will be slowing down. I'm using the Merit. Things will be slowing down pretty much at the end of this week because my semester will be over. So that's why a lot of these videos this week have just been so late on an upload, because I'm trying to study. I'm trying to juggle studying, going to my two jobs, you know, when I am scheduled or when I choose to go for my one job. And you know, do all of this. So it's been a bit, and I don't think anybody has ever really complained, and I don't see the people who follow me ever complaining really about, you know, not doing that. You guys have even mentioned in my previous video where I was talking about like what is going on with me, you guys previously mentioned like slow down, it's all good. But for me, I am 100 or nothing. That's always been my work ethic, my personality. So I can't slow down. That's just not me. But I juggle, and I think right now I am juggling well for me. In the past, I wouldn't say I necessarily juggled the best, but I truly do think that right now I am doing good. I have no idea what brush to use for this because I still haven't done my brushes. I still have yet to even think about cleaning my brushes. So this is a bronzer brush, but maybe I could like, I'm just going to use this bronzer brush and like flatten it out or something. I don't know. Although I think it's going to take away the highlighted effect under my under eyes, but I like to set my whole face. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it's crazy. And what I'm probably going to do tonight, like, so while behind the scenes, I'm probably going to edit this video, and while the actual video is rendering and doing all of that, I'll be studying probably off my phone because my computer will just be too overwhelmed. And then while it's uploading onto the YouTube, I will probably be studying again. All of this will take like hours, right? So after I've done all of that, got my thumbnail, everything, then I will probably have been studying on and off for about 2 hours, and I will maybe try to film again later tonight. I'm just going to use the same exact brush and dab between the two Alamars. And then I will probably, like I said, try to film again tonight. I really want to get that last like ornament or decoration that I bought supplies for. I want to get that filmed. So I'm going to aim to do that. There are also just some other video ideas that I've been like wanting to do. And for those that aren't like a get ready with me type style, I will work on those because I don't like to kind of take away makeup just to reapply it. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm going to actually try to brighten up my under eye with this under eye powder from this palette. So yeah, that I think That's going to be kind of my mindset. That's pretty much my mindset almost every time when I'm juggling, uh, filming, uploading, all of that, and like my personal life. But you know, it can be interesting to juggle. Of course, I will have all of the products that I'm actually using on my face down below for you all so that it's easier for you guys to tell because I've just been blabbing. But yeah, I just wanted to catch up. I feel like it's been quite a few like videos where you guys haven't seen my face. It's been either pre-filmed or something, and even like I'm just so busy I can't even like respond to your comments and stuff. So I just wanted to catch up and take this part of the video to just thank you all for watching my videos, liking my videos, subscribing, for all of the new subscribers. I feel like every time I look up, my subscriber count is actually significantly, well, for me, it feels significantly increasing, which I feel so thankful about. And I'm just enjoying and trying to juggle, right? Just continuing to try to juggle. I'm sorry, it just didn't feel like the Dior really set that under eye area all that well. It's probably because of the brush, let's face it, because that's a really good powder. I just didn't like it, just felt very, very non-set. Who knows? Let's play with some more makeup. So yeah, I would definitely love to hear how you guys are doing. Are you guys enjoying Vlogmas, whether it's mine or others? I know a lot of people do Vlogmas, so definitely let me know. Do you like having access to so much content throughout the month of December, or would you prefer people stick with like their normal schedules because it's just too much for you? Let your girl know. I'm curious. This is a beautiful highlighter. This was a good choice. This is the Fantasia highlighter from One Size, by the way, in case I did not say it. And I'm just using that same Sonia G fan brush that I almost never use unless I have no other products. And right now I have no other products because I'm too busy to wash my brushes. Fantastic product so far. I really do need to fill in my brows, but I figured I could do all of that maybe off camera. Let's get as much as I can on camera. Then we have the One Size blush trio. Lost the paper. Very, very excited for this. So let's see what I have in the way of brushes that are somewhat clean for this. Trying to think what I want to wear. I don't want to have too much pigment going on, but I do want to try the cream blush, and I think I'm going to stick with these two for today's look. I think those two will work not only for my envision of the look overall, but also match my shirt or my top, which is a really pretty sweater I got on sale, on sale. You know me. I don't like to spend money on clothes. I have been lately. Don't get it twisted. Okay, I've definitely been spending money on clothes lately, but if I could spend less, I'm going to. And then I'm just going to use that same exact brush and go into the powder. Whew, okay. That was pigmented. But it blended out nicely. Blended out quite nicely. So yeah, I would love to hear how you guys are doing, you know. Are you enjoying December? Is this a hard time for you? I know some people, it's a hard time because, you know, for better or for worse, family can be extremely complicated, and sometimes you don't have somebody there who you maybe previously used to. If there's any way for me to help, even if it's like a DM, you just want to DM and talk about Christmas presents, let your girl know. I'm here. Like I said when I was showcasing it during the Shop My Stash, it's pretty much very, very light, but I can finesse it during the winter when I kind of lose my tan. I'm gonna also put on the Kaledios Cold Smoke lip product. Another product that I think just really, really works with my skin tone really, really nicely. And I'm gonna let that kind of matte or moussify down. It's not really a matte finish, it's more like a moussey finish that feels kind of powdery once it's dried down. And while that's happening, I'm gonna go ahead and fix my brows. I did use the Merit brow pomade, but I do like to do more than just this when it comes to my brows. Then I will prime my eyes, zoom us in, and we'll just wrap this video up with a couple of my eye products that I pulled out to do a look today. Alrighty, so brows are done. I feel like they're looking a lot lighter than they typically do because of the pomade. I did go ahead and reinforce that pomade one more time. I don't know. I don't know. I have to really look into that a little bit more now. Anyways, I'm just gonna top off my lips just a little bit with the little Jasmine lip gloss from Oden's Eye. I just thought that this would be an interesting kind of topper. I didn't put too much on, just a little bit. Okay, so like I said, eyes are primed. I did use About Face primer, and now let's go ahead and go into the Soft Glam 2 palette. I figured this wouldn't be a palette that you guys would want to see like a dedicated video on because it's so old and kind of gone, but it's new to me, so I'm gonna have some fun. I feel like Orange Soda is actually from the Modern Ren. But we're just gonna go ahead and grab that and put that in my crease. See if that actually does anything. This also might just need a different type of primer. I know I prefer the About Face, but sometimes formulas don't work the best on that particular primer. That's why I like to test out my eyeshadows on a plethora of bases. Because you can see it's not really picking it up, right? But yeah, it's not really doing much. Okay, we're gonna keep going though. I'm gonna now go into Mulberry, which is like that burgundy, warm, rustic shadow. Same BK Beauty brush, and I didn't even say which one it was. This is the 201 brush. I believe I got this from their collaboration, or yeah, their collaboration with Britt Clark. It's either that or the Hot and Flashy, but the Hot and Flashy I want to say is the gray handle. So I think I got this with that collaboration. So at least this shadow actually shows up. It's looking nice and pigmented. And I'm really just going to liberally use this all around the eye area. Alrighty, so my camera seems to be having difficulty focusing today, but I think that this is a really nice color. I don't think it's like anything to write home about, but it's a nice color, so I am happy to be working with it. I'm going to use a significantly smaller brush. This happens to be the Wayne Goss 20, and I am going to go into Noir, which is of course the black, and just give this eye look some dimension and intrigue. I'm gonna try to keep this low. I don't want this to go above my crease, but we'll see. Sometimes when I'm playing with black, it gets away from me. So yeah, like I was saying, how are your holidays? If you don't celebrate Christmas, what do you celebrate? I know there's so many other holidays during this period of time, and like so many people just don't even bother. Do you celebrate Kwanzaa, Hanukkah? I think those are all the holidays that I know of around this particular time of year. I know there's so many other potential holidays that I just am ignorant to, so I would love to hear down below which holiday you celebrate. Even if like, you know, maybe it was like something that your parents celebrated, but now you choose not to after, you know, you've moved out or whatever have you. I would just love to hear from you guys. I know, like I said, it's been difficult for me to really respond to your comments, but I do enjoy seeing them. They do bring me joy, definitely. So definitely keep the comments rolling. But yeah, I'm just getting this nice and smoky and elongated. Okay, I think this is really, really pretty. Now for my lid shade, there's only two shimmers in this palette, but I'm not going to use either of those. I'm actually going to use a different single shadow. This puppy right here. This is from MAC. This is in Major Win. I just feel like this is prettier than anything that's in that ABH palette. Let's face it. I mean, spectacular. Oh my goodness. This was a good choice. This has like a pinky, rosy tint to it. I think I went a little overboard, but I will recover. Let me just add this to this side. Oh my goodness. This is why people enjoy single shadows, like single pot shadows, because they give you this, but they're so bloody expensive. And for me, at least, it's hard for me to remember to reach for them because they're in a separate section of my makeup. And typically when I'm doing a look, I just like to kind of go for one palette, wham, bam, and we're done, you know? But this is looking really, really pretty. I'm just gonna further add intrigue, bringing that black all the way in. And we're gonna really smoke out that lower lash line. This was supposed to be a nice simple look. So that's that. Then let me see if I can find a clean brush. That's not clean. This looks clean. Yeah, this is clean. I'm going to take this really, really thin Cleona Cosmetics brush and I'm going to go into Dreamer, which once again, I feel like that is a shadow from the Modern Ren, but I'm just going to put this in my inner corner, just to bring back just a tad bit of light, even though I feel like that lid shade is bringing back light, but still. Yeah, so this is the look. I'm really, really enjoying this look. I think it looks really, really pretty, and I think this could be a fun look. Now, would I do all this every day? Absolutely not, but these are just some fun products that I want to get just more thoughts on, more opinions on, more use out of, and I think it's gonna happen. I'm really excited and we'll see where it goes. So I'm just going to hop off camera very, very quickly. I'm gonna just throw on some mascara. Last question that I would love for you guys to answer down below is, do you prefer to receive or give gifts? I find that people don't particularly like both. Everybody always kind of gravitates towards one. I prefer to give gifts. I always have that awkward moment where like, oh, you got me a gift? But then I like love giving gifts. That's always been a thing for me. Sometimes it ebbs and flows, right? Sometimes the giving of the gift is to myself, but I love giving gifts nonetheless. But yeah, let's get back into the look. Let me scoot up closer and zoom in if I can. Any closer, I cannot. So I just wanted to show you guys what the overall look is looking like. I think that my base looks solid. It could look better, but you know, these are new combinations of products that I haven't tried before, so I definitely need to give it some more use. I love the eye look. It is dark, sultry, interesting. I think it would be even better with lashes if we're being absolutely honest, but it's okay. I still do enjoy it. I think the lid shadow is the best part of the whole eye look. Let's face it, the lips look beautiful per usual. I knew that was going to happen. The cheeks look really, really nice. I think it all looks really, really nice. I can't wait to get more opinions on all of these products. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had fun really just shopping my stash and then also putting this makeup on. I'm very excited to see kind of how many times I will kind of re-up this shopping of my stash. As of right now, I think this is going to be the products that I really focus on, at least for the last chunk of the year and maybe the first beginning of the year. Maybe what I'll do is shop my stash every couple of months just to kind of rotate through some products that I'm really enjoying, and then also just some older products that I continue to love what I have, and maybe in that way I can curb some of my spending as well as just like chilling out on spending just in general. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely had fun filming it, and don't forget to comment down below to what holiday you celebrate, and then also if you are more of a giver or a getter. Either way is all good. I just love to learn more about all of you guys. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I will see you guys in my next one, which of course is going to be tomorrow. Bye guys.